Hello, I'm Phil Ernest, and this is the Santa Ynez Waterfall.
Never lost roamer with Phil Ernest.
Today is July 14th, and it's Sunday, about 72 degrees, and today I'm going to do a hike, a small hike. It's a 4-mile hike out and back to a waterfall, really pretty waterfall. But this is where you park for this, along this street. I'll have all the directions and the GPS coordinates for this hike. But if you want to just take it easy and do a nice easy hike to a waterfall, this is the video for you. Okay, so over here at the end of this street right here, you'll see where the trailhead begins. Steps right here, and about a half a mile down this trail, as you can see, you'll see where you'll turn off for the waterfall. In fact, there's a sign right here showing you. Keep in mind, today's hike is just going to the waterfall and back. And there it is. You see Waterfall Junction, 0.5 miles right here. And the Santa Ynez Waterfall, which we're going to today, is 1.5 miles. The hike I was talking about earlier that I did on this trail a few weeks ago was to Eagle Rock. That is 3.4 miles. And you can do, just by going straight ahead there, if you want to see what that video is all about, you can click on the link above to watch that video. But like I said, today's hike is all about going to this waterfall, 1.5 miles straight ahead on this trail right here. So for this hike, I'm going to be with a group so I can actually learn this trail and bring it on to you. A word of caution, you will run into some poison oak on this hike. If you come in contact with poison oak, don't freak out. The thing to do is to get some water and just wash it right off before it penetrates into your skin. Also, another thing on this hike, we'll be crossing over some little wet spots here, so be prepared to get your shoes a little wet, unless you can skip through the rocks pretty good. The thing about this hike is there's a lot of shade on it due to all these trees here. So even if the weather is a little hotter outside, this is a good trail because you'll have a lot of shade, and this running creek water will keep you a little cooler than it would on normal trails that don't have this. If you're enjoying this video and finding it informative, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to receive more of this informative content, please subscribe to the channel. So on this hike, you'll have to go over these rocks for a little bit of it and then continue on the trail. This is where I said you may get your feet a little wet on. So this is what I mean. You may see some poison oak along the way here, but I recommend wearing long pants so you're not brushing against it during the whole hike. So earlier we crossed over the water crossing once. Now we're going back over the water crossing again. Here's another little river right here. It's pretty neat hiking along this creek, getting to enjoy the shade. Okay, so a lot of the hiking along this creek, really nice shade, cool weather, little breeze happening now, and just keep on pushing through it because it's going to get a little bit more challenging later on. This is the third crossing here so far, back and forth. So now this is the fourth water crossing so far here. Water level's not too bad compared to where it was at a couple of months ago when I did this trail. Can manage around a little easier now. Stepping on the rocks and keep on moving. All of that hiking we were doing before, if you want to go to Eagle Rock, you go there. Here's the big sign to go to Waterfall, and this is where the waterfall hike officially begins, on this trail right here. So it's a good thing there's no way you can go wrong missing the turnoff to this hike. And now you'll still have a few creeks to go over on this side as well. Okay, so after that little creek crossing, we're up and going, and there's even a lot more shade. So a whole lot of shade on this hike, but still you want to make sure you bring enough water in your sunscreen and sunglasses and hat as you would on other hikes. But this one is not very difficult to do with elevation gain, and it's not that long as well. At this point, we've been on the trail for about 20 minutes. You can see it's pretty neat. It's like hiking through a jungle here with the terrain coming and going. So after we come over this creek, we just cross it. We're going to again turn left because that's where the waterfall's at. This T here, if you go this way, it will take you back to where we started from. When you come to this part of the trail, if you go there, it's going to be a little more trickier. You're going to go up. So just continue crossing over the river, take the easy, over the creek, and just take the easier path over here. See that? Just hit those rocks and you're as good as to go. If you would have gone straight, you'd then be up going over this way. So either way, you'd still have to cross the creek, just so you know, on that last one. So now this will be the 4th water crossing we've done since we've been, since we crossed over that little T area. And again, the thing that takes so much time on this trail is that we keep crossing these little creeks here. So just plan accordingly for that. As far as mile-wise goes, it's really not that far of a hike. That's just what takes it to be so time-consuming, are all of the water crossings you have to do. Okay, now this is important. After you come over this area, you'll know it when you see this tree blocking your way. You could go, do not go up. If you go up, you're eventually going to have to come down because it's really steep. So just stay along the creek, hiking along the creek. It's a lot easier, safer, and quicker to get you where you want to go. So just a word of caution on this particular part of this trail. Okay, so at this point, right after just a few steps literally from where I was talking about the big log, you just come down this way. And this is where you'll see that big log, a big boulder right there. If you go over that, then turn the corner, then you can get closer. We're very, very close to the waterfall at this point. Let me see how much I can navigate past this. Okay, right, so after a quick change of shoes, I'm now going to go into this water here and go up this steep little boulder and continue on over. Let's see how this goes right now. Just walk right on through it. And then the trick is getting over this big rock right here. So now I got over that steep rock, and now let's see what we got. Water level is a lot lower than it was a couple of months ago when I came out here. So this is really doable now. And a couple of months ago, this was just flooded with so much water. So now I feel very confident I'm going to make it to the waterfall with the help of these little water shoes that I got here and the water level not being as deep. There we go. So after we went through that, the hard work is almost over. You can see the waterfall right now at this point. So it's just a little bit of going through this water here, making sure you don't slip, getting over that boulder, and then you're home free to the waterfall. Check that out. Feast your eyes. Take the fact that you just did all of that through the water, through the rocks. A lot of rock scrambling to get there, and it is done. Count it. This waterfall, and look at that. Holy shit, look at that. Look at that waterfall. Taking the fact you just did all of that. Nice, this guy's right there meditating. Look at that. There it is, the big waterfall. This is what you hike for. Oh, look at Nick. Look at him going up. Wow, look at Nick. He's doing it with a rope. He did it. Unbelievable. He's arrived. So how cool is this? Check out this little cave you're back into with all these, with the waterfall. And all of this has been made by the water through the years, rushing water. Notice how they shape these rocks. Looks almost like the narrows that you would see in National Park, which escapes my memory right now. And then look at that, how it just winds on down. So really cool. Very neat waterfall, Santa Ynez Waterfall. So that will more than do it for this hike. It turns out it's a 2-mile hike to the waterfall, 2 miles back, so a total of 4 miles, and you saw all the twists and turns that you need to navigate through. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see my other hiking videos, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.
Never lost rumor with Phil Ernest. Said double